I remember what the second Mandela effect is, and it's equally odd one. So I can't. Oh, my dog just farted. I can't. I can't give you the name of this one because it's an employee. How am I going to do this? Okay, in my employee's last name, there is a double E-D-Y at the end, right? And when he first came on board, I was like, I thought, oh, how's it spelled? And I thought E-E, because it's a Mick name, right? So I'm Scottish myself, and I thought that's weird. That's usually an E-A. So I remember this perfectly well because of the fact that I am Scottish and I do know how names are spelled. And I thought it's really strange that it would be spelled E-E-D-Y. I look on LinkedIn because when he first applied for the job, he applied on LinkedIn, and it was sure enough a double E-D-Y. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm just fucking dreaming. But anyway, so I go into his email address, look at his Hotmail. Oh shit, it's double E. All right, cool. So when one of the other techies at work, he was getting his order so this guy can start work. We had to get him a new laptop, like an ergonomic seat for his office, all this sort of stuff. Just kit his office out, you know. So I was asking him all the stuff that he wanted, pick stuff that might suit his office at home. I don't want to get stuff that's like the office at work because we get these gamer chairs and stuff that might look ugly for his office, right? So I just said to him, look, just tell us all the stuff you want. Send everything out, and then he's also got this Hotmail email, and I copied that in, right? Anyway, it comes at the end today. Oh, by the way, it's EAD. I look back. The weirdest thing is, I thought that means I've done everything wrong. It means I've done all the HR records wrong and everything. No, they're actually right. But the email address we set up for him is wrong. The memory I have is just gone. It's EAD. The Hotmail address is EAD. The LinkedIn account is EAD. I am either going completely crazy. That's a possibility. I understand that. Okay. World looking in doesn't know me at all. Looks in and says, well, guy we don't know, it could be going crazy, or everything around us might not be real. Well, I think he's crazy, right? Fair enough, whatever. I'll give you that. But yeah, that's the other one. That's the second Mandela effect in my life. It's just so strange that it's just so strange. I mean, you have to understand that, like, if I put this in wrong, not only would I have put the information wrong to my colleague, but I would have sent the email wrong, which I didn't do. It's real retro causality mind fuck here. Anyway, it happened. It is what it is. I'm not going to drive myself nuts with it. But the thing in my mother's surname, which is the last Mandela effect I just told you about, it's just weird that I get two of these that are so profound. I mean, you're talking about my whole life. I'm 44 years old. Really? I mean, I've gone through all these applications, not like a normal human being does who stays in his own place. I've lived in multiple countries. I've had to go through extensive. God, even when I've gone for my work visa in Saudi Arabia, they asked me for so much shit, and I've done this in many. I went for a job in Alaska years ago. I had to put in, this is before I got my green card. I had to put so much shit in. You have to understand how many jobs I've applied for in different countries and crazy places that have asked me for so much information. Not just what's your birth certificate, give me your copy of your degree. It's a lot more in depth than that, right? And yet, all those times I never noticed that my mom's name ends in a Y. It's just like fuck. It's check the. No, I'm not gonna let it drive me crazy, and but my mum and see This is the thing is that my mum's not the most reliable because she's all over the fucking place. But even the way that she tells the story, oh god, it's just such an. Some people are just so crap at communication. That's my mum. Unfortunately, she can't communicate for shit. I wish she could, but she can't. It's just the reality of it, right? Terrible communicator. Could you imagine painting? Imagine fixing a car by instruction. Actually, my mum's an artist, so imagine painting a picture by instruction, right? You'd be told to paint a car, like, okay, start with your paintbrush in the center, and from the center, do 3 centimeters to the right with a black paintbrush stroke that's 3 centimeters thick, right? That's the start of a description I'm giving you to start painting something, right? Hers would be like, you put there, and okay, grab that thing and put it over there, and her hands would be moving everywhere, and you'd just be fucking confused, right? Communication skills of just an animal, basically. But anyway, she still would have remembered, like, at some stage. God, she's like, oh God, it's just so annoying. I don't want to say anything bad, but it's just so true. When it comes to my mum, she wouldn't know left or right. Because what she's basically said is that, like, well, I don't know, your dad took control of that, and every time a man takes control, oh great, so she just moves it to a place of she lives in New Zealand. New Zealanders are constantly indoctrinated to the falsehood that the whole world is a patriarchy. Now, yes, the most powerful men in the world happen to be men generally, and happen to be white generally, but the people who are attacked most in the modern day and age are white men and also Asian men, because they represent the biggest threat to the system. And that is why they're attacked, and that is why you have toxic masculinity. It's for this reason alone, right? It's because they want a world where it's just a whole bunch of soy boys and basically white men and Asian men are to be cucks, so they're beaten down, and they're like, oh, don't touch me. So they're basically totally emasculated, and the only people who are allowed to be actual men are everything else. And those are black men who are getting raised without their fathers, so that they become over emotional, so they end up in jail really quick. Every race has their own trap, right? And it's to make sure that there's no dissent, because all they really want is subservient people obeying the system. That's what it really comes down to. Anyway, my mum has practically no recollection of anything, just palms off everything to be a scenario where it's it was a man that did it, a big boy did it and ran away. I've got no responsibility, I'm a child. And that's what a lot of women, especially good women, looking women, they're told. My mum's quite very good looking for her age, and she's in her 60s now, 70s, but had annoying, pestering men her whole life because she's very good looking, right? Women like that, historically in the West, have been taught to be a child. You'll never ever have to grow up or do anything for yourself, because you just have to smile at someone, they'll do it for you. It's sad, but it's true. And this is why, in some ways, the first wave and second wave feminist movements were actually a good thing. But we all know how disgusting third and fourth wave feminism is, because that's what's one of the things that's tearing the world apart right now, on behalf of the ruling oligarchy of the world. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That was the second one. I just remembered it right now. Well, I just got told it right now. I got reminded what it was. Yeah, two really strange ones that are almost impossible if I don't, well, unless I doubt my own sanity. And I have to say right now, I'm starting to doubt my own sanity. All right, cheers, bye.